Hey everybody, Doug Rucker here from PressureCleaningschool.com and DougRuckerStore.com coming to you. Going to talk to you a little bit about these check valves. Just a few things I want to go over with you. Coming up next. Okay guys, here today doing this in the office, and the main purpose of this video is check valve repairs. One of the very popular things that's come along here in the last year and a half, 2 years, is putting a check valve onto your downstream injector. And we've been using these since they came out, year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, I think. And we use them on both our 5 gallon per minute machines and our 8 gallon per minute machines. And it's basically, you've got your downstream injector right here, and so it comes with, this is a check valve. And so when you install these, you pull the hose barb that normally comes on the downstream injector, remove the ball and the spring, and then you just simply put this back, screw this back into there, and then this is the hose barb. Your hose goes onto there, and you just downstream like you normally do. And what these do is they will give you a little bit stronger mix. A lot of the stronger mixes, a lot of that is dependent upon, of course, the strength of bleach you're using, the gallon per minute you're using, machine, hose length, all those kind of things. But they will also help your injectors last a little bit longer. This part will help it last a little bit longer because you're removing that ball and spring. But occasionally, the spring inside here and the valve seat in there sometimes will go bad, and so you have to repair them. And there's a little repair kit that we have that I think runs about $8 or something like that. Very easy to do. And so what I wanted to do is go into our shop and basically show you guys, along with Edwin, our service technician, head of our service department, let him show you guys and give you a little advice on how to repair one of these if it ever happens. So whenever you order one of these, I would always go ahead and order the repair kit that comes with it. It's on our website, just so you have it, so if it goes bad, you can fix it. The check valves are they're susceptible to any type of little grit or trash or whatever. They're susceptible to the bleach inside too. The seat is really the part I think that goes bad most of the time. The spring lasts a really, really long time. We have not had any issue with ours, but we have had a few customers that have had an issue with them going bad or whatever. So they're very easy to repair. And so we're going to the shop next, and we're going to let Edwin talk to you about how to repair these. All right, guys, I'm here with Edwin over in our repair shop, not our repair shop, his repair shop. Edwin is our chief service technician, and so we're going to get into, he's also the guy that handles these oils that I'm so in love with and use. So if you see him, this is the guy that is the master of those. But anyway, we're fixing to get into repairing the check valves, and we're going to show you that next. All right, guys, as I've talked a little bit before about what we use these check valves on our downstream injectors for, and I talked about we've got these both in the all stainless steel version where the hose barb is stainless steel and the connecting piece up there is stainless steel. And then we also have it in brass, which are a little bit cheaper. And these are the check valves that just connect onto your downstream injector. You take the hose barb off, take the ball and spring out, and then connect the check valve. And that gets you a little bit stronger mix and helps your injectors to last longer. But these check valves can go bad. There's a repair kit we have for about $7 or $8. Basically, it's a little O-ring and a spring, and Ed's going to talk to you about a little bit about why they would go bad, how you repair them, that type of thing. So take it away, Ed.
So this is one we got back that said it wasn't working. I've gotten it loose, but we haven't taken it apart, so this is a live deal. be best if you had a bench vise. If you don't, you need a good work surface. This is a 3/4 inch. And you can either, I'm gonna go ahead, we got this loose so you can see how I've already gotten these loose. So we're gonna take this out. Threads look good there. Got Teflon tape on there, prevent from seizing. Same thing with this adapter here. Now this, if you can see right there, looks like there's a little rust or corrosion in there. So that could be a problem. If you look in here, it looks pretty good and clean. So then you have to break this apart, and when you break this apart, it's really going to be tight. So as you pull it apart, you break it with the wrenches. And in here, you have the seat.
You want to move that closer to you?
Yeah. And then you have the shuttle here, and then you have the spring behind it. So you always want to check the ID. A lot of times you'll get, if you didn't get all the bleach out and it dries out, you'll get some solid deposits in there. Here's the spring. Here's the shuttle. It looks pretty well. Check the little ports inside there. They look pretty clear, clean and good. And then of course you have the rubber seat down at the bottom. We'll have to get a pick to get that seat out. Let me grab that real quick. All right. So down there in the bottom, there's that seal. So you're gonna have to get a pick in there, and you wanna try not to damage it when you pull it out, because you wanna inspect it if you're having problems and see if that leads. So let's see if you can see that. See, it comes out right here. Oh. So there it is. And there it is right there. So there's your seal. As you can see, it's fairly symmetric, so you should be able to put them in either way, but this is the way it works. This little radius here on the shuttle will meet right there with the seal and seal it up. So then we'll go ahead and here's the kit. There's a number on it.
Now this all looks good.
Yeah, this all looks good. I don't know why this wasn't working. In fact, I would, see, it's all open. You can see there's no corrosion in there. So something else is probably going on. I would, this seal, it's a pretty hard durometer seal, so it's not gonna be really soft. So don't let that, you know, sometimes seals get really hard and they'll crack, but if you look at this one really close, there's no nicks, there's no pings, or no cracks. It's still fairly pliable. So I would say we put this back in and we'll try it again. It goes right down in there. You put your shuttle in there. Put your spring on top of your shuttle. We're gonna give it a little shake, make sure everything gets seated center. And then works that way, blocks that way. So they may have something else going on with this particular one.
I don't think they saw that.
Okay. So now when you put it together,
There we go.
and when you put it together, the arrow is direction of flow. So you want it to flow that way, and coming back out, it holds. Now obviously we're doing a lot more than just breath power on the pressure washers, but if you blow through it against the arrow and you get air back through it, then something's not right. So with the arrow, you should get flow. Against the arrow, it should be blocked. And we put the fittings back on, and we'll tighten everything up, clean this off a little bit. I'm gonna take a little of that corrosion off right there. I don't know what that's about. There you go.
So when you blow against the arrow and it comes through, that means it would backflow. It would
That's correct.
Flow through the thing.
And you'll be
that's why you
putting
do that test.
water in your tank.
Okay.
And then we just crank it all back together. Obviously, we'll retape the threads here with your anti-seize lubricant of choice. Then we'll crank them back down. For yeah, this is good. If you have any corrosion, you can use this and clean them up, and it has an affinity for the metal, so it'll help repel that water. And there you go. We'll have to go
And that's how you repair a check valve, guys.
Okay, guys, that's basically it on the check valve repair. If that's been helpful to you, I'm glad. But hey, leave me a comment, leave me a little question, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell so that you get notifications when I come out with videos, and subscribe to the channel. That will help us out a lot. But if you have any questions, any comments, whatever, you can just leave them down below. And appreciate you guys watching. Today's Friday, and so I hope you guys have an awesome weekend.